All right. What are we on?
Episode 25.
25. Wow.
25, a quarter century. What is that, like a silver anniversary or something like that? I don't know. Maybe that's 30. I'm not sure.
I think so. Well, geez Louise.
Well, congratulations.
To what? What happened?
Well, I mean, 25.
Oh.
25 episodes. Hey, what's going on here? I made 25 episodes on a podcast.
This is a big time. It's a big day. You know, a lot of people don't make it this far.
I know.
They get 10 episodes in, they start thinking, I don't know about this podcast.
They say when you get past 18, and it's like, you know, you're onto something.
Right.
So
we're in it, baby. 25.
25.
Oh, man, fun stuff.
Just think, are you ready for the next 25?
Oh, totally. Don't be on 50. Forget it. It's the next level.
I know.
So how was your week? Your running week?
My running week.
Just your week in
My
general.
week has been good in general. I can't complain. It's been good. Running week, it's been good because I've been managing to do it and squeeze it in. So, yeah.
That's good.
Nice run yesterday. It was a beautiful day. I just barely reached 70 degrees. Nice clear skies, no humidity, and it was just nice. I only did about 6 miles, but it felt great. You know.
Only 6 miles. Only 6 miles.
You know, I mean.
I'd kill for 6 miles.
I'd walk a mile for 6 miles. What?
That'd be 7.
I know, really. That would be 7.
That'd be 7 miles. But yeah, so that's good. You're getting out there, running.
Yeah. Yep. Things are good. How about you? Good week in general, or
good week overall.
Busy.
Yeah. Overall, good week. Running, I haven't been doing much of, but you know, I'll get out there and do like 3 miles when I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, once these classes are over, I'll get back to it, you know?
That's right, those classes.
Yeah, after this week, 2 weeks left.
Wow.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, the summer classes, they go like that, don't
so
they?
quick, yeah. So, yeah, hopefully those will go well, get, you know, some passing grades, and then be ready to run, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
What are we talking about today, Ray?
Today, we talk a little bit about rest and recovery. What do you think? Does that make sense?
Idea.
Rest, recovery, sleep?
Sleep, rest, recovery. It all kind of goes hand in hand, you know?
I could probably use a little bit of that right now.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
But
yeah.
what are you going to do?
You know.
Can't take a nap on a podcast. That would be rather boring,
You
huh?
can't, yeah. It wouldn't go over well.
I snore, and you would definitely hear me snore for about 30 minutes. It's no fun. I don't think anybody wants to hear that. Unless they need a little, white noise.
It could be like a good white noise.
Yeah.
Like a good,
Like a bubbling brook or a, fan, me snoring. Yeah.
Yeah, we do that. We play white noise when we go to bed.
Yeah.
We have a little routine that we have. Yeah, Miles likes it too. He likes the white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about just sleep in general. You know, what is good for like someone who is just like a normal everyday human being is like 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
But when you're training, say you're training for like a marathon or a half marathon, and you're kind of committed to your runs, you want to bump that up a little bit if you can. 8 to 10.
8 to 10, okay.
8 to 10 if you're training.
Yeah.
Just because you got to give those muscles some time to recover, and you got to rejuvenate, man. You're beating yourself up.
Yeah.
Running all those miles.
Yeah, if you're running all those miles, if you're training for a marathon, say, you're running all those miles and your body needs a chance to recover. It needs to recover because you're placing a lot of stress on your body.
It's true.
For sure.
Yeah.
And your mind too, I think.
Totally.
I mean, you know what I mean? I think physically you're really putting a lot of stress on your body, but your mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true, man.
You burn yourself out, if you don't get enough rest and you're training for something big and long, so yeah.
Right. Not sleeping enough can lead to fatigue, depression, concentration problems, illness, and injury. Yeah. So for runners, if you're not sleeping enough, those injury bugs pop up towards the end of your training cycle, and you know how that goes. It's never fun.
Yeah.
What I learned is that actually, like when you sleep, your body produces like a sort of growth hormone that helps repair your muscles, your tired muscles, and helps get them back to kind of where they need to be for the next day.
Right.
So you got to make sure that you're getting your 8 to 10 hours of sleep if you're really training real hard.
Yeah.
How many hours of sleep you get, Ray?
Oh gosh, let's see. I'm gonna have to say about 6 or 7.
Yeah?
I guess I'm one of those folks just a little short, on the sleep, 6 or 7. I'm not training for anything in particular, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have like a routine? Because I read that that's very important.
It is, I guess, establishing a routine is very important.
I'll typically, when it's find time to go down, I'll
Read, I usually will read a little bit beforehand. Problem is that I sometimes will get into the reading and don't want to put it down. I don't want to put the book down, so that's
Yeah.
my problem.
And then you end up sleeping 4 hours.
Yeah, so you have to cut it off at one point, and say that's it.
Right, right.
No, I don't know, I guess that's about it, get to bed, do a little reading,
And then,
and boom. Sometimes I crunk out in the middle of the reading and I lose my page. That's a bummer.
oh man, what a bummer. What a
Yeah.
bummer.
How about you, your routine?
Yeah, we have a little routine, especially since we got the little baby now. We try to get it we're trying to get it nailed down,
Yeah.
Usually around 7 p.m. We'll try to dim the lights a little bit, get the overhead lights off, use a lamp or something to make it a little bit darker in there.
Yeah.
We usually feed him around 7-ish, read him a little book, and then put him down and let him chill out a little bit. Try to get him to go to bed, but usually he wakes up at 9:30, 10 o'clock and wants to eat again.
Yeah.
And so we'll feed him at 10, and then once we're done, 9:30 typically will be the last feeding, and then we'll bring him upstairs into the bedroom, put him in his little bassinet, get the white noise going on the Google Home thing, get that going, and then we usually will, all the lights are off, we're quiet, and then I will just kind of zonk out after that,
Yeah.
But we try to keep it as consistent as possible.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky now that I'm in the classes because I don't get home till 7:30 sometimes, so Christine has to do it on her own, which is a little tough for her.
Yeah.
But the routine is huge.
Yeah. I found with my kids, the routine was very, very huge.
Yeah.
Getting through all the brushing your teeth, all that,
All that
jamming, and all that kind of stuff, and then, sometimes a little music.
Yep.
Reading is very, very big with my kids, so you go through those routines. Yeah.
Now, for yourself, I have a question for you. Do you keep the same sleep schedule even on the weekends? Do you get up the normal time on the weekends, or do you usually sleep in?
I know I probably should keep the same to be consistent,
Yeah.
but I do have a tendency to sleep maybe just a little bit longer on Sundays.
Yeah.
I might get out of bed at not necessarily an hour, but up to an hour.
Right.
So yeah.
Cool,
Not good to do.
I kind of do
Probably.
the same thing.
I would think the consistency is probably important to remain consistent, but it's just sometimes for me it's I don't have to jump out of bed and get right down to, rushing into my routines.
Get everybody ready for school and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Sundays, more than others, I have a little bit more. I have a little bit more time, but not always. So
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way on the weekends. I try to get a little bit more, Z's if I
Yeah.
can.
I might stay up a little bit later too, though.
if I'm watching a movie or something, or
If I were to go out and do something, yeah. So
Cool.
it's hard, and it's hard for me too. I find this time of the year, when there's a lot of light. Right, we're coming up to the longest day of the year
Yeah,
soon.
this is tricky.
And with all of this light, it's just hard to really, I find, to settle myself down. Yesterday, I couldn't believe it was well after 8, and it was still very, very light, 8:30, and
Yeah,
it's
it's nuts.
it didn't seem that late, and it's and even in the house, you want to go get the kids into bed, it's still daylight and it's bright, and so,
Yeah, it's tough to get them to go to bed when it's bright outside, for sure. I have some benefits of sleeping properly.
I want to hear them. I definitely want to hear them.
You want to hear them?
I do.
All right.
Let's hear them. Lay it on me.
So when you sleep, you're good 7 to 8 or 8 to 10 hours. You repair your damaged cells in your muscles. You boost your immune system. You recharge your cardiovascular system.
Nice.
You reduce the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and a bunch of other stuff. And then it also makes you more productive the next day and improves your concentration.
Those are all very good benefits.
Yeah.
I like those.
There's probably like a bunch more.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you feel more productive the next day when you get a good night's sleep?
I do. If I've had a bad night of sleep, I definitely can feel it. My concentration is definitely off. Usually it takes me longer to really start, to get into focus if I haven't had a really good rest. Absolutely. Yeah. Just some, and it feels, you get up when you had a good night of sleep, and it's just like you kick in right away.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just, yeah.
I have a would you rather for you.
Okay. I like these.
Would you rather, I guess if you had the option, would you rather stay up really late or get to sleep in really late? Usually they go hand in hand, but you only have the choice to do one. You can either stay up real late and have to get up like early, or you have to get up really early in the morning.
I'm gonna say, with me, I would say stay up late and get up early.
You like that?
Yeah, only because when I sleep extra, if I had like mornings where I slept in a little too long, I tend to be very sluggish, very lethargic, and it's hard for me to get myself motivated.
That's a good point. Yeah, I have those days too.
I mean, I remember my coach in high school, he always said, don't get too much sleep, guys. Don't get too much sleep. Because if you do, you'll feel sluggish, you'll feel lethargic, and it's true.
It is?
So I'd rather get up, if I for some reason I was up late, I prefer to get up early.
Yeah.
Even a little extra earlier, because I just feel like for some reason, physically, just more alert.
Yeah.
And then, I might get tired later in the day, and probably a nap isn't going to happen. But, if it does happen, it's kind of nice, right?
Right.
But, yeah, if I sleep in too late, too much, I'm going to feel, it takes me like half a day to like really focus and get out of the...
Woken up for the day?
Yeah, it's weird. It really is.
I'm kind of the same way, I think. So like I'd much rather stay up late and then be forced to get up early than kind of sleeping in.
Yep.
Just because I feel like I'm not, like the day's gone, like I wasted the whole day if I sleep in too much,
Yeah, that's another thing. You feel there's just that, and you feel like you've wasted the day, and then physically you just can't quite get into a groove.
Yeah. Now you're someone who runs in the evening time, right? You don't do a morning run.
For me, it's like afternoon, evening. I don't do a really early run. I have, but I just feel better in the afternoon, evening. It's really one of the only times where I can really get it in.
Yeah.
Because my wife leaves ultra early, and I have to get the kids going, so they're not at a point where I'm going to leave them alone.
Right.
Maybe in a few years when they can handle that, they'll be a little bit older, and maybe I can dash off and get the run done early, but I can't do it. But I know physically I feel better in the afternoon, early evening running. I just do. Yeah.
Because have you done morning runs before?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. It takes me a little bit. I mean, I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I can run at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't necessarily feel great to run at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? And if I did go out there, I'd eventually warm up, but it'll take me a little bit longer.
Yeah, okay. I like to run in the morning.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. My wife does.
Yeah.
She really enjoys it.
It gets the day going, you get your exercise done, you're like feeling good, ready to go. It is hard to I think it's harder for me to get out the door in the morning.
Right, it is hard to get out the door.
But when I do it, it's like...
You feel good afterward.
Good. Yeah.
It kind of sets the mode and the tone and the, I don't know, your feelings for the day.
Right, yeah, and you can set your, mentally set your agenda for the day, and you can make sure that you're mentally prepared for the day ahead, Get yourself, get your tasks all lined up. Okay, I gotta do work, I gotta do this at work, I gotta do this, and this.
Yes.
And then you can, tackle it, baby.
Yep. You get the run done and get it out of the way. Not that it's a chore, but it can be sometimes.
Yeah.
And,
Then you can drink beers at night.
You drink beers.
Go home, watch the old hockey game and drink a couple of beers.
Let me have a Gansett, please. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's one of my tips, actually, is to not drink alcohol before bed.
Yeah, it's another thing. For a lot of reasons.
Yeah, bunch of stuff. Actually, why don't we do this, Ray? Why don't we take a little break?
Okay.
Since we're a few minutes into this old podcast, and I'll come back and give you some of these hot tips I got for getting a good night's sleep.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. We're back.
We're back.
And I got some hot tips for you, but
Okay. You got any steak tips?
I wish I had
I'm
steak tips.
just kidding. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not going to go for the steak tips. But
Oh man, you know what my wife and I've been doing? You know those poke bowl things that people are
Yeah.
all about? We've
people
been
like
doing
this.
that.
It's delicious.
Do you know what I think though? Poke bowls are just like a normal dinner in a bowl.
Yeah.
Because like it's just rice, a protein, veggies,
hmm
and then like a sauce if you want to put a sauce on it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
It's just like a normal
Yeah.
thing. I don't know why it has to
Stink.
have a special name.
I know.
Just like just a bowl of food.
Bowl of food. Hey, let's go get some of those bowls of food. You want to make some? What do you want for dinner tonight? Well, why do you have those bowls of food?
We should open a restaurant up.
Called bowls of food.
Bowls of food.
I'm definitely into it. It'll be the same thing as poke. It's just at bowls of food. People are out there saying, "What the heck are these guys talking about?"
Open up right next door to the poke bowl.
I know,
place.
really.
That'd
And
be
serve the
fun.
same kind of stuff. It's called bowls of food. That would really tick them off, wouldn't it? No, that would really tick them off.
Oh man, all right, I gotta compose myself here. That's funny. All right, so hot tips. We already talked about one of them. The routine.
The routine,
The
okay.
routine.
Setting a routine. Now, this is hot tips for
Getting a good
getting
night's
a good
sleep.
night's sleep. Okay.
So making sure that you get your good night's sleep. So when you are training for your half marathon, 5K, whatever you got going on,
Or just your daily run.
just your daily run, just be prepared
Yeah.
and ready and fresh
Mhm.
and like feel better about yourself. Be a better version of yourself
Yes.
with some of these hot tips. So routine, make sure that you're consistent with your sleep time. So if you go to bed every day at 9 during the week, go to bed every day at 9 during the weekend, if you can.
If you can.
Unless you're partying it up.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Then party. You know.
Yeah.
And then like as a routine, like we were saying, like dim the lights, turn the phone off.
Big.
That's hot tip number 2.
Right.
Is eliminate distractions.
Yep. The screens.
The screens, man.
That blue light is
The
supposed to be
blue
really
light,
bad for
bad.
you. The screens are bad. Televisions,
Boom.
tablets, your phone.
It blasts your eyeballs with white light or blue light, and it makes your brain think it's daytime.
It confuses your brain. It really does.
Yeah. So you got to turn those off. And I suggest turning them off maybe about an hour or a half an hour before you start your bedtime routine.
Okay.
You know, give yourself some time to wind down and relax and eliminate those distractions. And definitely what we try to do is put our alarm, because sometimes we'll use our cell phone as our alarm clock, we'll put it like across the room. Because
Okay.
you don't want your cell phone like right next to your bed
Yeah.
in case it like goes off or something.
Yeah.
And you'll want to check it, or you'll be like sleeping and you'll have a thought and you'll be like, I gotta check this. And then you'll want to grab your phone. Don't do it.
Yeah. Don't refrain. Electromagnetic field's probably pretty bad to have, close to you.
Right on your head.
Right in your head.
All the
right?
time.
Yeah.
So avoid putting your phone next to your bed. Also, try to avoid, like, you have a dog, right?
I do.
Do you let your dog sleep in the bed with you?
No. The dogs. Our dog is not allowed in beds.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Ours is totally.
Ours can get up there, I know, because she's tried, and I suspect that maybe my kids do it every once in a while too, but I don't think they do it often.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have like a separate room for your puppy to sleep in? Or does it, like,
There's a couple locations that she likes to go to, favorites.
Yeah.
Hers. She has a couple of beds upstairs and downstairs, so yeah,
All right. So she's got like multiple bedrooms
she does.
herself.
She moves around, yeah.
Because like having the puppies in the bed, not good for you
Not
to
a
sleep.
good thing. No.
No.
It's just something to wake you up.
Something to wake you up. I know because I've experienced it, man. We have one puppy now. We had 2 puppies. One of them passed away, which is very sad. And she was even worse because she couldn't hop into the bed, but she would put her little paws up like,
Mm.
hey, let me up into the bed. I'm adorable. And then you'd
Yeah.
pick her up and put her in the bed, and then she would bark to get down. And it was just like a whole, like nobody's sleeping.
Yeah.
Nobody's sleeping because Annie needs up and she needs to get down, and that's just madness.
No dog in bed.
So we do it, but don't do it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Don't do it.
Yes.
It's bad for you. Number 3. So number 1 is routine.
Routine?
Number 2 is eliminate distractions.
Yes.
Number 3 is invest in your sleep. Invest in it. It's a third of your life.
Okay. So make sure it's good.
Make sure it's effing good.
Make sure it's good.
You know?
Okay.
Take the time to get your routine down. Also, spend a little bit of money on your mattress.
Okay.
You know,
Get a good one.
Yeah, don't sleep on hay. You know, you want to have a good quality mattress. Make sure that you spend the money. It might be a little bit more than you think, because mattresses are very expensive.
They can be very, very expensive.
But it's worth the money.
Okay.
You know. Do you got a good mattress, right? You feel like
yeah, I think I feel we do. We have we splurged. You know, got married, bought the house, and bought something real good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one of these memory foam beds.
Yeah.
It's not like a a Tempur-Pedic or anything,
Yeah.
but it's a Nairopedic they call it,
Okay.
which is a Cardi's special.
Hey, does a trick.
If you're from Rhode Island, you know
You
about
know about-
Nairobi,
Yes.
Nick, Ron, and Pete.
Yes, indeed you do.
So we got a Nairopedic, which is just as good. It's just as good, but half the price.
Sweet.
But spend the money, make sure you get a good mattress, and then also a pillow, good pillow.
Good pillow,
What
yeah.
kind of pillow you use? You go feather,
Well, feather ones tend to. I don't know, for some reason they
jab you in the eye.
jab me in the eye, and they don't hold up. I like them. I use 2 pillows. All right. So a feather pillow I've used underneath, but the top one's something a little firmer. You know, it's interesting. I used to have a Tempur-Pedic one, but my daughter uses that now. I didn't like what it did. My neck. It didn't work with the shape of my shoulders and neck.
Interesting.
It just couldn't get it right with that
Yeah.
one.
Is it because it's got like a little hump? in the
Exactly,
front?
because it has a little tiny hump thing. So I like to manipulate my pillows too. and
Yeah.
So I couldn't do it with that. If there's no give, then I couldn't take it.
Gotcha.
I couldn't handle.
Couldn't
No, there's
handle
no
the
give.
There's
There's
no
no
give.
give.
It's just like a firm piece of foam under your
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you use now? Is it like a cotton thing? Like cotton's
I think it is. It's got some kind of filler in there. I don't even know if it's probably not cotton. It's probably some kind of like synthetic fill, but it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, yeah, we have
Do you do
pillows.
one pillow or 2 pillows?
I do one pillow, and it's pretty good. It's I don't know what is inside of it, but it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a very expensive pillow. It's like $80.
That's an expensive pillow.
Isn't that nuts? But it was like a buy one get one free deal because we got the mattress,
Yeah.
We got some low Nairobi prices with the pillows because you get a buy one get one free. So
Yeah.
we bought the bed and
Got
then
a
we
good
buy the
deal.
pillow and then we get a free $80 pillow. So it was like the pillow's $40 really.
That's a
Which
lot
is
of money.
still a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for a pillow.
But hey,
But it's a good deal.
We're investing, you know?
Right.
We're
Right.
investing.
You're investing. You're investing in your sleep.
Right.
Cool.
Do you replace your mattress every 9 to 10 years? Because you're supposed to.
Well, ours is probably going on about 12 years now.
Yeah.
So
you
probably
might think
need
about
to.
it. Might want to think about
It
it.
doesn't feel like it's like I'm flattened out or anything like that. Or I don't know. It still feels firm.
You gotta take care of yourself, man.
I know. I guess we need to consider that.
Do you flip it over?
The mattress, yes. Yes. Occasionally. I'd probably. It's been a long time, but I know we have.
Yeah. See, we haven't flipped ours over yet, but we've only had it for a few years. Now, which way do you sleep? That's what I want to know. Are you a back sleeper? We're getting a little bit kind of deep,
Yeah.
I do a little too much information here, but
I don't want to give anybody visions in my sleep. No. My back is probably
yeah.
my main position.
Yeah.
Sometimes I shift to my side and choose my left side, but that's most of my back. Yeah.
All right.
Is that good?
That is good. Back is best.
Back is best.
For
Yeah.
babies and for adults.
Yeah.
It relieves some of the stress because like a lot of people tend, if you sleep on your stomach, you're kind of hunched forward, like your
Yeah.
arms are like
That
this.
doesn't feel right for me.
No, and a lot of people work like that. Like you're on the computer all day and you're hunched over,
you're
or
slouched.
you're like cell phone, you're slouched. So if you do that while you're sleeping, then it's also kind of all going in the same direction. So you're sleeping on the back opens everything up
Okay.
and gives you like some breathing room,
All right. That's what I usually do.
That's good. I don't. I sleep on my stomach.
Do you?
Even though
Is that what you just naturally just?
I just naturally want to
Yeah,
do it.
you just do it.
I
Yeah,
just put my arms under the pillow and I'm like super comfy,
That's what you do. Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's just
But that's a position that you just go to.
yeah. You do
It's
the
hard to change
sides sometimes too. Yeah, but whatever. Back is best.
Back
Okay.
is best.
All right. So that was tip number 3 was invest in yourself.
Okay.
So routine, eliminate distractions, invest in yourself, and then chill out with tea, not alcohol.
Okay. Well, alcohol is not, I've heard that before, not to drink, before going to bed or, too close to going to bed.
Yeah. Alcohol, what happens when you drink, say, like a lot of beers or, you usually do probably like a bottle of whiskey before bed?
I do a large tumbler of cognac.
Oh, cognac.
Yak. I do the neck.
But yeah, when you
Find that
drink no, not good. When you drink a lot and then you get that buzz going and you feel like real sleepy and you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And you think like, oh, it's putting me to sleep. But when that buzz wears off,
You're stimulated.
you're stimulated.
Yeah.
You're awake.
I just think too that if you drink a lot of beer, if it's beer, you probably have to get up and go to the bathroom
That's
too.
true. A lot of peeing going on.
Yeah, I know. So that wakes you up.
I go to
Interrupts.
pee like a lot of times anyway.
Yeah.
I can't imagine drinking a lot of beers.
Yeah. You don't want to wake up in the middle of the night. You just have to make a dash to the bathroom. So yeah.
Yeah, don't want that. But like a good calming cup of tea. I have a tea called Sleepy Time tea.
Sleepy time tea.
Sleepy Time tea.
Celestial seasonings.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's
Calms
very
you
good.
down.
Yeah, get you right to sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No caffeine though. Keep,
no caffeine.
No caffeine. No
yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, steer clear of all that. And then the last tip I have is to exercise regularly,
Okay.
which is perfect for all of our runner listeners.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
They're doing it.
The exercising doesn't necessarily have to happen like close to bedtime. In fact, you probably should not have it happen close to bedtime.
Okay.
You want to, even if you're just running in the morning, then you'll benefit, and it'll make you sleep a little better.
Okay. But not too close to bedtime because it could stimulate you.
Right. Yes. Too close to bedtime, get you all revved up.
Get you revved up.
Get
pumped.
you revved up
Yeah.
and pumped,
Okay.
and then you're not going to sleep well because you're thinking about the awesome run you just had.
Yep. And your body is just pumped up with endorphins and yeah.
Yeah. So exercising regularly, consistently.
Okay.
And you only have to run a little bit or exercise a little bit. You could ride a bike. You don't have to do like an hour-long run or bike ride or anything. Just a couple minutes. That's all you need.
Cool.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you're good.
I'm jotting this stuff down, I'll tell you.
You don't have to. I have a piece of paper right
Oh,
here.
cool.
You can just take the paper.
Okay. So, I had a question. You wear pajamas when you,
Ooh.
or what do you do?
I do. I
Footies?
wear footy pajamas. I have the
Was it union?
one
suit?
with the hatch in the back.
Oh.
You know, just in case I gotta go in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
You know, no, I do like pajamas. I'll do like depends on the time of year. I'll do like
You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. That's a personal question.
It is kind of personal, but that's all right. I do pajamas. I do flannel pants in the
Flannels?
wintertime,
Okay,
or I
cool.
do like some shorts in the
All right.
summertime. I can't sleep with a shirt on though.
I have a hard time sleeping with a shirt on.
Gets me on the neck, you know.
Yeah.
Gets me around the neck.
Yep.
So there you go. That's how I'm sleeping.
I just wanted to let our listeners just get a vision of you sleeping.
Right, we know
On your
that-
stomach.
Yep, I'm
No
on my
shirt.
stomach. No shirt.
Pair of flannel, like shorts, right? Pajama shorts. Do you have one of those things that cover your eyes or something like
Nah,
that?
I don't do the eyes. I don't do the eyes. Do a pacifier still, but
Yes.
just to make sure I stay asleep.
Oh God.
Oh goodness. But yeah, sleep is good, man. Sleep is good. You got any tips for sleeping?
I think you covered all of those tips
Man.
right there.
Good stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean those work. Those are great.
Yeah,
Just
man.
for me, it's always that my wife's always pushing screen time, no screen time, no phone, no television, it's close to bedtime, and I think that's like big.
It
So-
is big. It is big. My wife's always yelling at me too.
And in this day and age, where people are just hooked and connected all the time, it's just it's important.
It is.
You know?
You can. They have the phones nowadays have like settings too that you can like
Yeah.
say like, okay, at 8 o'clock, do not disturb comes on and you don't get any messages or any phone calls or anything, unless it's like an emergency. So use them. Use that technology for good and not for evil.
That's excellent.
It is. Oh no, it's 10 o'clock. We gotta go to work,
Yes,
right?
we do. We have to go to work.
So we'll have to wrap the sleep episode up. Well, that was fun. So we learned about a bunch, you know. We learned how good sleep is for you.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that it prevents heart disease and diabetes, and it benefits runners because it repairs your muscles while you're sleeping. We learned that if you are training, you want to get a little bit more sleep.
Yeah.
How many hours, Ray?
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
As opposed to 7 to 9 if you're not training for a really, really long and arduous race.
Right. And we learned that you need to focus on sleep quality, you know?
Yep. Invest
Invest
in your sleep. And develop routines.
Develop routines. Eliminate your distractions.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drink a fifth of vodka before you go to bed.
You don't want to do that. It's bad.
Bad.
Or coffee.
Or coffee.
Or caffeinated beverages.
Right. A nice sleepy time tea.
Sleepy time tea.
We'll do it.
Yep.
And then exercising regularly helps you get to sleep.
Yes.
So that was good. That was fun.
That was very fun.
Do you know what we want to talk about next week, Ray?
Running while intoxicated. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, folks. I think we'll. Yeah, I do. I have some ideas.
You got ideas?
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Well,
But we're not gonna let the listeners in on it.
No.
We keep them waiting.
like a surprise. You know?
Yeah, another cliffhanger.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening today.
Thanks, folks. And remember, Wednesday, June 5th, is Global Running Day,
That's true.
which is big. So get out there. Get out there and run with your fellow runners. Get out, go to a group run, or get together with some folks and just make it an event. You know,
Right. Yeah.
people all over the world will be doing it, which is amazing, right?
It's global.
Runners all over the world are gonna just go out and run on that day.
Don't runners all
Wednesday.
over the world run every day?
Probably.
But
they're
more,
celebrating.
Will there be more runners?
I think that more runners doing it, making that no one's going to scrap it on Wednesday, right?
That's the day. If you're gonna run, you run on Global Running Day.
Exactly, and just make it an event. So,
Cool.
yeah,
Thanks,
cool.
Ray.
Yeah.
And so tune in next week where we'll talk about who knows what.
Something involving running.
Right.